Hola, bienvenidos. I am Maestra teacher. This is my Spanish channel. If you are an English speaker and you're trying to learn some easy Spanish, or you're any person who's trying to learn Spanish as a second language, this is the channel for you. In today's lesson, we will be learning all the vocabulary related to graduation. So in Spanish, la graduación. A graduation is basically the award of a diploma or academic degree, and everything related to the ceremony of it. Graduations have been happening for hundreds of years, probably from the 12th century back in Europe, and it's very traditional to have them at different stages of education. Graduations often occur since we're a little person. For children, start graduating back in kindergarten. Some then later on graduate middle school and then high school graduation when you're a senior on the 4th year of high school. And eventually when you go to college, you can get graduations after your bachelor's degree is completed, a master's degree, doctor's degree, and postdoctorate, and so on and so forth. Graduations are often followed by parties where people tend to celebrate and gather together with friends and loved ones to celebrate the accomplishments. I will remind you that in my class, I would like for you to actively participate. You're going to see a picture, you're going to read the word, and you're going to repeat. Look, listen, and repeat. The more you repeat, the better you'll get in Spanish, and you'll get to become bilingual very, very soon. The first word that we're learning today to say in Spanish is, of course, the word graduation itself. Graduation in Spanish, you say la graduación. Say it. La graduación. La graduación. Good. A graduate, or if you're the person who's going to graduate, you're called graduando, with an O at the end if it's a man, or an A, graduanda, if it's a girl. Graduando, graduanda. Let's talk about the ceremony. A ceremony in Spanish, la ceremonia. La ceremonia. Say it. Okay. A diploma in Spanish, you spell it the same way as in English, but you pronounce it differently. Diploma in Spanish, you pronounce diploma. Diploma. It's very similar, but you don't say diploma, you say diploma. Say it. Okay. Let's talk about the graduation gown. A graduation gown in Spanish is known as la toga. Toga. Say it. Toga. That's the long gown. Now the cap in Spanish, a graduation cap, is known as el birrete with double R. So you have to roll that R. El birrete. Say it. Birrete. That's the cap. Okay? The tassel in Spanish, we call this la borla. La borla. Say it. Borla. Borla. Very good. Some graduation gowns also have what distinguish what you study, the different colors, and that is known. And I'm not even sure how to say it in English because I've been researching, and all I can see is they call it the hood, the graduation gown hood. But in Spanish, we call that part that distinguishes your color of your what you study is called la estola. Say it. La estola. Okay. A medal in Spanish, la medalla. And if you see several, you say medallas with an S. La medallas. La medallas or las medallas. If you receive a trophy in Spanish, el trofeo. El trofeo. Say it. Okay? If you are honored or you have honors, you know there's different kinds of honors. There's high honor and there's honor. High honor in Spanish, you say alto honor. Alto honor. H is silent, so you don't say honor. You say honor like the H is not there. The word honor in Spanish, you say that honor. So alto honor is high honor and honor is honor. Okay? Also, in some Hispanic countries, they are very traditional and still use the Latin word for those kind of distinctions, such as summa cum laude, which is the highest of all the honors. So you will say summa cum laude. And the following to that is magna cum laude. So you will say magna cum laude. That's like the honor. Summa cum laude should be like high honor, and then magna cum laude is like the honor, and then there's something called cum laude, which is just a recognition. It's also honor. In Spanish, we don't really have translations like that to call the different students at the different years of high school. For example, when you just enter high school, you're called a freshman, and then a sophomore, and junior, senior, and all that. In Spanish, we don't really use those words. We just use, if you are brand new to high school, you are a first year student, and we just call it estudiante de primer año. So you're a first year student. And if you're going to be a sophomore, which is your second year of high school, you will say estudiante de segundo año, and so on. And then tercer año. And if you're a senior, you're supposed to be called estudiante de cuarto año. That's how we separate it. We don't really use, again, sophomore and junior and so on. We just say first year, second year student, third year student, fourth year student. Other words such as valedictorian or salutatorian, basically you can leave it the same way in Spanish because they are really not translations. It's just Latin words because it's graduations is so traditional Latin that they just continue to use those same terms. Another award is when you receive some sort of plates. I'm not sure of the word in English. Maybe you can drop it in the comments and help me out. It's when you receive this kind of awards. Those are in Spanish are called placas. Una placa. Okay? Also, once you are an alumni, I think when you have graduated from there, you become an alumni. Alumni in Spanish is called egresado. Egresado. Say it. Okay, a dean in Spanish is known as el decano. El decano. Okay. College. Let's talk about how we say college in Spanish. In Spanish, basically, when you graduate high school, you go to the university. You don't really go to college. We don't call it college like they do in English. So we just say la universidad. La universidad. And when you want to congratulate someone who's graduating, in English you will say congratulations. So in Spanish you will say felicidades or felicitaciones. You can use either or. Felicidades or felicitaciones. Okay, and if you are the class of the year 2021, you will say that in Spanish, la clase del 2021. 2021 is 2021. La clase means class. So anytime you want to say the class of whatever year, you always say la clase del, and you put the year right there. La clase del 2021. Okay, another one is a scholarship. A scholarship, many of you earn it after you graduate when you go to college or universities. A scholarship in Spanish, la beca. La beca. Say it, beca. Let's practice now some cool phrases that you guys can use in your graduation to impress all your classmates or at your prom to impress all your friends and family. The first one, you would say, congratulations, grad. In Spanish, you would say, felicitaciones, graduando. Felicidades, graduando. It could be either or. Felicitaciones, graduando. And if it's a girl, felicitaciones, graduanda. You can also say, I am the class of, or I am part of the class of 2021. You would say, soy de la clase del 2021. Soy graduando or soy de la clase del 2021. Okay? If you want to tell someone you're going to your graduation ceremony, you will say, voy a la ceremonia de graduación. Voy a la ceremonia de graduación. Maybe you want to tell someone you're going to college or the university. You will say, voy a la universidad. And you put there the name of the university that you're going. Let's say you're going to Harvard University. You will say, voy a la Universidad de Harvard. Or voy a la universidad from wherever you're going to. Just put it in there. If you want to express the happiness you have because you did it or you made it, you can say in Spanish, lo logré. It means I made it, I did it. Lo logré. Say it. And one more. When somebody asks you what you're going to study in college, now that you're going to college, you will answer by saying, voy a estudiar educación. Like me, I want to study education to be a teacher. So I would say I want to study education. I want to be a teacher. Voy a estudiar blank. You put in there what you want to be. Voy a estudiar educación. Voy a estudiar medicina. Or voy a estudiar ciencia. So it depends on what you want to study, but that's how you would answer. Voy a estudiar. Practice. Thank you so much for practicing today's lesson with me. I hope you're ready to graduate. I congratulate you wherever you are. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel. You can leave a comment if you want to as well. And I'll see you on the next lesson. Hasta luego.